What's up, YouTube? Before we get into today's video, it is sponsored by EntrepreNEWher Essentials. The company sells mink eyelashes, Brazilian hair, and sunglasses. As you can see in the video, these are some of the satisfied customers who have bought from the company. If you are interested in buying any products in the video, information will be in the description box down below for you to order now. And when you do, tell the owner we sent you. Also, there are chances for you to enter in the company's free giveaways, as well as you need to follow the social media as well, because there are exclusive deals throughout the year that you don't want to miss. So you guys have a great day.
What's going on, YouTube? It's Rico in
And
this
this is me. Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's been how long? Like, just literally since Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we was supposed to make some more videos, but we ain't get a chance to. But today we is, and tomorrow, so y'all definitely gonna be in for some treats. But y'all see what the hell we finna react to. Y'all see the title. Queen finally responded to what's going on in the situation between her and Clarence and her family. Now, I could have swore, like, in many videos they said, we ain't gonna talk about it, we all about positivity, we ain't gonna respond to nobody no matter what. What happened? Queen makes a video about the whole situation, because I knew it was gonna happen. Like, eventually you're gonna get tired of people saying something, so you're gonna respond. But they was putting up this front like, oh, we living our best life, we ain't gonna respond to this and that, woo woo woo, we don't care what nobody got to say. If you ain't got nothing positive, then don't be on our channel. But obviously it's getting to them because she made a video. But one thing I will say, I just want to get this out before we even start the video, and it's funny how Clarence not even in the video. Like, that's pretty much, I feel like the situation with that is, like, behind camera, before that she even made this video, he probably told her, no, I ain't finna waste my time doing that video, woo, woo, woo. People already know how I feel about the situation, where I stand on type of shit, because he was saying a whole lot of stuff on the Twitter, so I already knew he wasn't going to be a part of the video, just because, for one, he already said on Twitter about the whole situation, how he feel about it, and then on top of that, he ain't finna give people what they want by responding and actually making a full video about the situation. But like I said, I think Queen ended up doing it just regardless, because she don't want to let the people be right or whatever. But either way, it's gonna be questions, because, like, why ain't Clarence in this video too? If it involved him too, if I'm not mistaken, it don't involve just Queen. They obviously got something to do with Clarence too, why they don't like each other and stuff like that, why he walked up on her mom, all that. But
so we're gonna try and talk, like, as least as we can during this, because I know, like, it's kind of annoying, but we just gonna try. But let's get into this, and y'all might see me puffing on this. It's just vape,
and there's no anything in it. It's just
no nick.
It's just like a flavor type of smoke anyway. It don't do shit to you. Simple. For you little trolls.
What's up, Rosie Squad? It's your once again, back with another video. I'm just cut right to the point. But this is a story time. Just consider this a story time. I'm gonna tell y'all how everything just happened with, like, from the beginning to now. Why is so much tension with my family issues or whatever y'all want to say.
I don't care what nobody say. She still look drained and tired.
I was
You can tell there's some shit going on.
saying all this stuff, exaggerating stuff, making up lies, all types of things, and it's like, I wasn't going to address it, but now it's like to the point where I have to, because
you been had to. This shit been going on for damn near 2-3 months. Longer than that.
I was supposed to do this video, but I was too busy focused on how other people would feel and what would happen after, so I was scared to put it out.
I already knew
and
that they was like that.
Because I feel like it would make the situation bigger.
They just care what people think.
Make the situation bigger, but everybody spoke their truth, so now I have to speak my truth. Because I'm the one sitting here stressed out about what people are saying about me, and it's affecting my freaking, the way I work, it's affecting my relationship. It's just affecting, like,
how's it affecting your relationship if y'all two know what the hell going on and y'all already said y'all ain't here for the negativity and shit?
At this time, I was staying with, like, Armand and Trey and Perfect Glass. I was staying at their house, and I was talking to Claire, like, a lot on FaceTime. When I was staying at Armand and Trey's house, my mom was living in Michigan at first, and then she decided that she wants to move to Alabama. So then I started going back and forth from Houston to Alabama to, you know, see my mom and stuff. And, you know, be there with CJ so that she could see CJ and stuff like that. By this time, I still wasn't like really sure of. I really wasn't sure where I was going to move to. I didn't know whether I was going to stay in Houston. I didn't know whether I was going to stay with my mom for a little bit in Alabama. I didn't know if I was going to move to Atlanta. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But during this whole time, I was basically talking to Claire all the time. Then I decided to drop medicine. Once I dropped medicine, a little bit after that, Genius wanted me to come to New York to do an interview. So, as y'all all seen that interview. I did the interview on Genius, and when I was out there, I also collab with Claire. People was already shipping us. People was already like putting our pictures together, like trying to make us like, you know, talk on live and.
But y'all been talking. So we already knew about this situation. For y'all that know, they been was talking before. It just Chris made her block them.
Someone had took it from YouTube. It was basically getting paid for it, and I wasn't on Apple Music. And so Claire's sister, which is Lee, she was like business savvy and things like that. So Claire asked her because she helped me out. She helped me fix that situation. First of all, let me just say this. She owned her print shop already. She was already an accountant for like a bunch of people, including famous people. She had money of her own. Let's just say that. She was also managing Clarence and stuff like that. So then,
and Clarence had so much money or fan base following anything like that, why he ain't never moved out? I think she said they was staying at his parents' house, his mom's house for a little while in their basement or whatever. Why he ain't never moved out then? Now why all of a sudden he moves out when he got with her? Obviously she's bringing in more money.
All these labels,
and he wasn't known worldwide. Like,
we decided that we were gonna go to these meetings, set up these meetings, and figure out like if I should sign. And by this time, I had already asked her could she be my manager and things like that. That was my decision. It was a point in time where she even talked to my mom like on the phone. And my mom was like all for her being my manager because she just seemed genuine. And then on top of that, my mom had like the fact that Lee told her that I should be like around them more, my family more in Alabama, being with what I had went through before that. So my mom had liked the idea of hearing that because, you know, she just wanted me. My mom always wanted me around and wanted me close by. After that, things started just going real fast. Like we started having all these meetings scheduled. I had to keep flying back and forth to New York, to LA, and everything like that. And then so I was like, shoot, I go to New York all the time anyway. Why don't I just move to New York? I had liked the vibe. I liked how free I felt when I was there. I liked the fact that I was close to people that I felt were genuine to me, Claire, Patty, and I just felt like I had new friends now, and I felt like my life could just, you know, start over again. When I decided that I might move to New York, I had told my mom, and she instantly felt like that wasn't a good decision because, for one, she said like it's just too fast paced for me to have CJ out there, and she also probably just felt like she wanted me and CJ to be closer by her. She also thought that I was trying to, I guess, chase Clarence or just, you know, follow him there because he was there. Because, I mean, I told him we was friends and everything like that, but you could tell when we was on FaceTime, like, the chemistry that me and him had, so she could tell that I liked him. So she thought that I was moving to New York, like, more so for him. But I wasn't. But I felt like Atlanta was just a better move for me. It was, like, more homey. At this time, me and the whole, like, gang, the whole spicy squad or whatever y'all wanna call it, we was like, it was gonna get a house all together in Atlanta. It was like, hey, since we all working and
like this,
by the way, Lee had started managing Patty too, so we all just became one like squad. Anyway, we all decided we was gonna get a place together. So we was looking for a house in Atlanta, and then like suddenly my mom didn't want to be in Alabama anymore. So I told her, why don't you move to Atlanta? You know, I'll move you to Atlanta, and you know, it would be more convenient for the both of us because then you could see CJ a lot. And then when I'm traveling and stuff like that, you could keep him for me and it'd be easier for me too. And I also had told my mom that I was going to, like, you know, live by her and everything like that. I told her I was going to try to get a place in the same neighborhood as her. But it just didn't work out that way, y'all. It didn't work out that way because, first of all, once they see how much we got paid, it's like they were asking for like 12 months lease up front, basically saying we didn't have rental history, y'all. My credit was terrible. So like it just kind of made everything bad. So we just kind of like took a break on looking for our place and I started focusing more on my mom's place, trying to find her Tina and Terrell a place. We eventually found a place, a beautiful, beautiful house, and they moved there. So by this time, I was still going back and forth to all these meetings, New York, LA, and just bouncing around everywhere, staying in hotels, all that kind of stuff, which was my choice. As time went on, y'all, we decided me and Claire was just gonna get an apartment because we found out early in summer that I was pregnant. Now I know that's like a huge jump, but I kind of just skipped over a lot of stuff. Y'all kind of know the rest of what happened in between, but we decided that we was just gonna get our own place. We wanted to stay in an apartment where it was more secure. The perfect place was here because we had to hurry up and find one. Time was winding down, and we thought it was nice. So then once I did that, my mom automatically felt betrayed. She felt like I lied to her, but I told her that it wasn't my fault. We just had a hard time finding a place. It was easy to find a place out here. So I didn't end up staying close to her or whatever. She lives an hour away. So my mom just started building up these feelings, these ill feelings. Starting to feel like I lied to her and things like that. And then another issue from my sister and my brother, they felt like I only did a little bit videos with them to blow them up. But I did more videos with Clarence and Patty, and I blew them up more than them. And I was trying to tell Tina and Terrell that they really didn't need me as much because they automatically had a funny personality, and people was watching them. They started off on a good foot, but since I was working in New York, I would do more videos with
her brothers and sisters.
Claire and Patty. And they felt like I kind of left them out, and they supposed to be my family, so I should be looking out for them the same way. But I felt like I did look out for them because they was only at 4,000 subscribers when, we started. And then I bought them a camera and a laptop, and I told them, I'm gonna do some videos with y'all, and then, that get y'all following up. So they got to 100K. They got to 100,000 subscribers, which a lot of people, that's a lot of people's goal. But once they seen that Claire start shooting up real fast and things like that, it's they kind of got discouraged and was I don't really want to do it no more because you ain't looking out for us how you looking out for him. But in reality, y'all, I kept telling them, I didn't give this man no shout outs or anything like that. What happened was people just followed him because they wanted to follow him. They subscribed to him because they wanted to subscribe to him. No matter how much promo you do for someone, you can't make people follow a person. So they only do it because they want to. By the way, as I keep saying, Claire already had a fan base and a following before I came along. That's how I knew who he was because I seen him on my Explore page a lot. It's just that when he got with me, our story blew up and people automatically followed him too because they just wanted to stay on top of what was going on. So that really wasn't my fault. So then it started ill feelings from them. And although my brother, he probably never said nothing, one thing about my brother, he never put anything on social media. And I thank him for that, and I respect him for not doing that. But on the other hand, my sister, she would just post, whatever, not really caring. And y'all seen stuff that she posted, but yeah. The feelings had started building up from that point. And then it got tougher because now, at this point, I wasn't home anymore. We had found our place, but I wasn't home at all, really, because once again, I was always traveling, and it was always because of my career. And of course, Claire and Lee was always with me. And they, as in my family, they felt left out. They felt like I was now leaving them behind and kind of replacing them with Lee and Clarence as my new family. And that really wasn't the case. The case was, my career is taking off. Lee is my manager, so she go everywhere with me. Half the times, the labels and stuff will pay for our flights to go to these meetings and stuff like that. And Claire was there because I wanted him to be there. And Claire was also there because Lee was managing him, and she wanted him to get some insight on the industry and things like that. I remember people used to be like, why is he following her everywhere? Why is he there and this and that? Because I wanted him to be there. Because it's nobody else's business, period. So then, time goes by, and I'm finally about to get signed, y'all. So I tell my mom and everything like that, and I'm happy and everything like that.
She did get signed.
I remember she was happy too. And I was so excited that I told her, Mom, the first thing I'm gonna do when when I get signed, I'm gonna get you a car. You can get whatever car you want. I told her she can get whatever car.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was Atlantic. If y'all know, comment down below.
Now, when the time came around and I did get signed, I found out that my credit was like so bad that I couldn't go get any car I wanted to, and I was going to either finance it or lease it, you know, so that it could help me with my credit. But my credit was so bad that I couldn't, you know, get any car that she had wanted to, and I was afraid to tell her that because I didn't want her to feel like I lied to her again. Like, one thing I have an issue with is speaking too soon, and that doesn't really mean that I lied to you, but it's more so like I just was excited and I said this, and I didn't know that, you know, it couldn't go as planned. So I told her that, but I ended up surprising her with a car. Now, it wasn't the car that she said that she wanted to go pick out. I think she wanted like a Lexus or a Benz. But when I found out that cashing out on a car like does me no good at all because of tax reasons, and it's not tax deductible and stuff like that, which is what Lee taught me. Lee's the one that told me these things because, like I said, she's an accountant. So like I had to be really considerate of like the IRS and all this stuff, and like what I was gonna have to pay back at the end of the year. Like I said, I spoke too soon. At the time, she actually liked it, but then over time, she started to feel like I let Lee make my decision. But that's not how it was. I guess because I was with them all the time, and I told her one thing, but then I ended up doing another. She felt like it was them that was causing me to change my mind. But like I said, y'all, on my end, it's just because I really did not have the credit to do it. I said that to say, not to like throw it up or anything, but a lot of people are saying that like I just kind of like left my family hanging and I don't do anything for them. But honestly, my mom doesn't have to pay a bill. Like, she don't have to pay no bills at all because I make sure it's taken care of. She don't have to pay no rent. She don't have to pay no health insurance, no car note, like nothing like that, because I always said that when I got to that point, I would look out for my family, and I was excited to do it because honestly, y'all, when I was married, I couldn't really do things like that because I had a family of my own, and I wasn't able to do that at the time. And plus, I didn't have money in my own.
But like they say, money isn't the root of happiness, though. So just because you paying with money for stuff to be done, it doesn't mean that it's gonna make your family happy. They still want to be around type shit. Like, oh, you want this adventure or whatever. If you got it, then can we at least tag along type shit? I can see if it was like that, but at the same time, you don't owe people anything. But at the same time, your family do want to still do stuff with you too. So
move forward. I didn't even really take off yet. Like I'm not even where I want to be right now, y'all. As y'all know, I got pregnant early when I first signed, and I still did a sold out tour. So now that I had the baby, like I'm about to be like preparing for my album and everything like that, but I didn't even take off like that. But it's like I felt like so much was expected out of me when I had just started. By that I mean not just money or nothing like that, but like time. Like I couldn't be around a lot, and I feel like they think I just was around them for fun all the time. Like when majority of the time, like I was either doing like YouTube videos or going around doing business. It was not because I was changing up or I didn't love them or I didn't want to be around them or I didn't care for them no more. That was never the issue. But the jealousy just started to build up. Things got more and more tense now. And so
I wonder.
But she can't lie though. She ain't really been around them a lot like that.
Through text. And
I wonder if she even mentions anything about Claire putting out her mom.
Wasn't doing anything wrong, but just living. Honestly, and I was always just accused of changing and not being the same and just like replacing them and leaving them out.
Probably did.
And the way I was looking at it was like, I'm grown now. It don't mean that I don't love y'all no more. It's just everybody meet their own circle of people and they're around them most of the time. Like my sister and brother, they got their own little friends that they're around all the time, and I got my own. And I never was really close to my sister or brother because like I'm so far apart in age from them. So like I was always older, like going skating and stuff like that, and they was still toddlers playing together, so they are closer to each other. And I was just kind of like always doing my own thing. So for them to say that, you know, I left them out and things like that, I felt like we always just was, like, I loved them and everything, but we always just was doing our own thing. And as far as my mom, like, I understand that she wanted to spend a lot of time with me.
I
she
feel
felt
like
she
though,
finally had got me back. Because when I was married, I had moved to Houston. I was out of state and I wasn't going back and forth to visit her like often. And so now she probably felt angry that I was like leaving again. But I always told my mom that nobody can replace her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll always be my mom. Like, everybody have a different role. Like, I love y'all all in different ways. Like, you'll always be my mom, no matter what. I feel like she just felt left out. Like, for example, when I got signed, they only gave me like 3 days in advance to fly out there. They told me 3 days ahead of time, hey, come here on this day and we'll fly you out and come sign or whatever. Patty paid for his own flight. The label paid for me and Lee's flight. Claire paid for his own flight. And we all went there together. My mom wanted to be there for that moment because she felt like it was such a huge moment. But I would have had to have, you know, flew out her, my sister, and my brother, and I couldn't just leave Tina and Terrell, like, you know, home by themselves. And so, but it was just way too short notice. Like, LA is such a long flight, and it was probably like expensive at the time. So I told her the news and everything like that. But it's like she wanted to be there, and she felt like once again I left her out of that moment. So, like I said, tension was still building. So now my family, they feel like, okay, this girl then completely forgot about us, and she with them sign in on her big moment, but we can't be there. I just wanted her to understand that it wasn't because I didn't want her to be there. It's just because it was short notice, and it was just too much to fly everyone out. You know what I'm saying?
I do understand that part. Like, some people need to like realize that there's only so much you could do.
Like things that people didn't know about. Sometimes she would get angry and even text Lee and, you know, tell her she felt like they were trying to take me away or like divide her family. And both times that it was done, Lee and my mom had spoke after, and Lee explained to my mom that it wasn't, you know, like that, and that she was only just trying to be there for me. She was basically explaining to my mom the role that she played, like manager and accountant. Like, she would never try to tell me what to do with my money as far as like when it came to my family. Like, first of all, that's another thing that I hate seeing. I let Clarence and Lee tell me what not and what to spend on my family. Like, that's definitely not true. If any decision I make is because I made the decision, y'all. Now, a lot of people say that I'm like being controlled, and then I'm not gonna.
But your decisions can still be influenced by others. Just because you ultimately made it don't mean you still was fully in control of the decision. Like, you still are basically being influenced on how you want to make your decision.
I'm not being controlled. Now, I am submissive in my relationship. I'm submissive in my relationship, like, towards him. I'm all prissy acting and things like that. Like, a lot of stuff that y'all see me do is like when I act shy or like, you know, kind of, that's just, I'm just like submissive. Like, it don't mean that I'm sad or I'm being controlled or manipulated or anything like that. One thing I can say is I do this with everybody.
In our previous videos, that's what my conclusion was. She was being manipulated.
And just be like easily like influenced by what they say, but that don't make my decision for me. You know what I'm saying? So I really had to think about it. Then it seemed like more stuff would happen. It started getting to a point where things were being put on social media by my sister. Like I remember she posted on her story. And y'all, till this day, I don't understand why she did it. One time she posted, people don't know what's going on behind closed doors or cameras. Like, people only show you what they want to show you. And she was basically talking about me and Clarence's relationship, which I don't understand why, because she never around to even see what goes on in me and his relationship. Anyway, I just felt like that was disrespectful, because like, you're never supposed to bring family business, no matter how you feel, to social media. Never. And
because
like,
that's
you know,
where it all, like, everybody got,
you
know, confused and was just trying to figure shit out.
But it's like, still and yet, nobody cared about my feelings. Nobody cared about what was going to happen afterwards. And it's just like, I'm the one sitting here taking all the punches.
My only problem is, it still don't justify why he walked up on your mom, though. Like, I don't care. It don't matter what happened. If she ain't threaten to kill anybody, then it shouldn't be no reason to be walking up on somebody's mom. So. Plus, her mom don't even look like a threat anyway to begin with.
She
so
really don't.
what you walking all up on her like that?
I think it was like a time
so
where
I'm still trying to see if she's going to address that
situation.
situation.
And me and her was like on the balcony, and we kind of was like disagreeing on something, but it was getting like a little loud. But he felt uncomfortable there because he felt like I was being like attacked for no reason. But that was between me and my mom, so he didn't want to really say anything. But it did make him feel like, you know, uncomfortable because he know how much I love my family. He know how much I talk about him. He know how much like I care for them. So it kind of rubbed him off.
That's why the lights off.
That being combined with the stuff he heard that she said to his sister when she was angry. Even though they got over it, all of that stuff was just a build up. And so I didn't blame him for it, but even though he felt that way, like he still always like was respectful when they was around each other. Like for example, the video shoot. Some of this stuff happened before the mom was here in video shoot, but like he still spoke, you know, everything was still cordial. Like they even came over afterwards. Everybody was still able to talk. But once things started getting put on social media, that's when it got to a point where like, okay, now both of our names are being dragged. Nobody is caring. Another issue was the fact that when I went on tour, I guess my family seen that Georgie, Clarence and Lee's brother, was one of my was on tour too because he was like a security guard. He already had experience being a bodyguard, and so since he was qualified for the job, I rather would not hire a complete stranger that I don't know. When my family seen that now not only Claire and Lee is always around me, but I also hired a brother, it brought even more attention because now they feel like I'm really doing them both. But honestly, y'all, the real reason why I couldn't hire anybody from my side of the family or give them a job is because nobody is qualified to really do anything. And then on top of that, Tina and Terrell are still school age, so they still had to like do schooling and stuff like that. So
how old are they?
I don't know. I thought they was low key 18 or
I
something.
thought they was grown.
He's a minor.
They probably like
He
15,
can't
16.
he can't carry a weapon.
Minor.
And he still had to be in school.
He had to be younger. They younger than 18.
I tried that out with her in the summer. I tried to hire her to come with me while we was traveling
They probably
to
like 14,
watch
15.
CJ and things like that when I had him on
She
the road.
big
But
as hell though.
that didn't work out. And I'm not gonna like sit here and expose why it didn't work out. It didn't work out just because the
She
job
wasn't
just
turned
wasn't
out
like
good.
getting done. And Tina's
That's
still
because her
like
dad,
young, you
they
know,
don't
she
have
on
the
her
same
phone
dad.
and stuff like that. And she couldn't really pay full attention to CJ like how I needed her to. As far as my mom, like my mom couldn't really come because my mom had Tina and Terrell and she can't leave them behind. So
Honestly,
as far as hiring
in
them
all
for my
reality,
business,
she can.
like
because shit.
I couldn't really do that. It wasn't because I wanted to put Clarence family.
I'm pretty sure
you know,
it's-
like,
We all know
older
it's a
than
lot of
16.
people that's older than 15, 16. Some people still be getting left at home, but
Yeah,
that might be black
there be
parents. So.
some people.
Alright, now y'all sit down somewhere. Don't leave this house.
Don't open the door for strangers. I don't give a fuck if it's my aunt, uncle, blah, blah, blah. Somebody friend, don't open the door for nobody.
Keep going, you know what I'm saying, and keep pushing. I told them to keep pushing and that they didn't need me, but you know, they the one that stopped that. And I felt like it wasn't my fault. My mom, she got a YouTube channel. I told her like, you know, the things to do on there and everything like that. Because let's just be real, YouTube gets you paid. Like, and I just wanted them to see that kind of, you know what I'm saying, lifestyle that I had. I just didn't have to work a 9-to-5 job no more. Like, so I wanted to put them on the same thing. But it's up to you to have the drive. It's up to you to post the videos and stay consistent.
Which is true. You gotta have personality, all that. You gotta get something that's gonna make people want to keep coming back. Like, yo, I'm gonna fuck with your channel. I'm gonna subscribe. I'm gonna watch you every day. So whenever you drop a new video, I'm watching.
As much as someone else or as much as me.
Or if you just somebody that's just stale and just sit there like, yeah, that's cool.
Helping them.
Oh my gosh, that would be
It
great.
sound like us.
Taken care of,
No, it
vehicle
don't.
taken
We
care
gonna
of.
start
I
making
put
comedy
on to
skits.
YouTube, so I
Let's
felt
start
like
doing that shit.
I don't
I
do
did a
comedy.
good job at taking
I'll
I'm
do
not
it
funny.
because I'm a
But I
funny
just
ass.
feel
You can
like-
record me.
It wasn't enough because obviously
I'm not a funny
still
person
getting
like
back.
that. I
So
just
that's where
interact
all
with
the
y'all.
things,
Like, that's all I know how to do.
I'm
Going
goofy.
on before y'all even knew it.
I
And then
wanted
not
to do
only that,
comedy
but
shit
people on
back
social
then.
media
People was
caused a
telling
lot of
me, you
attention
should.
too. And by that I mean
But I
like,
be acting
tea
quiet and
pages
shit.
and troll pages would say little things to like kind of separate my family and Clarence's family and like you know, not everybody can take that. And I feel like it really bothered my mom and it bothered Tina when they would also compare her to me. I feel like they just like couldn't really handle it. And it kind of got to them where they started actually to believe it was me and the people around me turning against him. And it wasn't nobody ever turned against him. But I can admit that overall, everything that happened has pushed me away. And I feel like it's just at a way worse point because now people got all these little stories on like the birth and the hospital. And honestly, I have looked at like some of these videos or whatever and seen what people were saying. The story is so far freaking off that like I can tell whatever source it came from or whatever person was not there at all or was not even in the same state because the story was just so far off. And just to let y'all know, as far as the hospital situation, everything was fine. On the first day, my mom got to see baby Legend. She held him and everything like that. And in fact, Clarence is the one that like handed Legend to her. I seen something where somebody said he didn't want her to hold the baby, but he's the one that gave Legend to my mom to hold on the second day that they was there before they started, you know, talking. But the hospital situation, like basically to just sum it all up, my mom wanted to go and kind of just apologize for all this tension and stuff like that. And when he started bringing up like how my family had hurt me, she just kind of didn't want to really hear it. She kind of like just automatically jumped to the fence because she felt like it was none of his business or whatever. But everybody's entitled to their own like feeling. The way you feel is valid. It's just all on how like you handle it. Like even down to my family being like just feeling like I betrayed them. Like their feelings are valid because
why she freeze like that?
their feelings are valid because
Oh, she made this video at an
wrong
office.
about how you feel, you know. Oh my gosh.
I think she at
Like
home.
I said, everybody is entitled to their own feelings and things like that.
Clarence must
So
be at
for her
home.
to feel like it wasn't none of his business, I mean, I
Who
can't
knows?
sit here and like say that she wrong, but I can't say that he wrong neither because I was pregnant at the time with his child and like I was always stressing
In all
out.
reality, nobody
Honestly,
really
I was
knows
always
what's
stressing
going
out
on.
about
But them deep down, like she
my
could have just
family.
been
I
like,
was
"Oh,
always
let's just
stressing out,
let me just
y'all,
make this
and
video to just
he
clear
said
the
it,
air."
He didn't like it. I guess he felt like he wanted to protect
So people
me
can
from
stop
it.
assuming,
when he
because on the
started telling
internet,
her about
anybody
it,
can
it's
say
just like
anything,
the
anybody can believe
conversation
shit, you know,
went
like
completely
there's all
left.
type of shit that
It
can
was
go on.
late by this time, y'all. It was like 12 midnight, and visiting hours was over at 8 o'clock p.m. So like by this time, I was already gonna send my mom home in an Uber because she didn't drive her truck to the hospital. So I was gonna send her home anyway. At the same time when he asked her to leave, I was gonna sit here and tell y'all the whole story about that, but really all y'all need to know is nobody said anything about CJ and Legend not being alike. That's another thing I want to touch on. First of all, CJ is my firstborn. I love my son so much. And
So you just gonna skip past the part where he walked up on her? Damn.
If Clarence didn't accept CJ, I wouldn't be here now where I am. If Clarence mistreated CJ, I wouldn't be where I am now with him. Clarence might have had to get used to CJ because when I was first around him,
But it's
CJ
still
wasn't around.
evidence videos
But
going
now
out
it's
like CJ asked to go potty and shit. He gonna tell him to go ask his mom or ask Trey. Like why you can't take him to the bathroom and shit. And then he telling him he was hungry. He didn't even do nothing about it. He just said, go ask your mom. Your mom right there. Go ask your
He
mom.
couldn't even take him to the bathroom and this and that. It wasn't his job. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't his job. But he don't feel a way about CJ. In fact, he told me that.
The fact
he
is,
actually
even
missed
though
CJ
it's not
being
his
around.
job,
CJ
if he
went
trying to
back
play
with his dad.
stepdaddy,
And so like nobody.
Then he
what I'm
gotta
trying to
do
say is
his
nobody
part
knows
too to
what
be
goes
like a
on.
dad. Either way,
Like,
what you mean
like
it's not his
you plan on
job?
being with somebody, they gotta basically
Even though
be a parent
some of
too
the
as
stuff
well.
that came from my
It ain't
family,
just, oh, you could
still
date
can't
me,
always
but you ain't gotta
believe
worry
that
about
because
looking
honestly,
out for my
sister
kid
was
or
like
nothing.
angry. Like I said, till this day, I don't understand why she said that. Cause like right before that,
His
me and her
light
was
looks
like
so
talking. I guess she had called me and asked me could I host like a party for her for her birthday, January 4th. And I was telling her, like, sis, I'm about to have a baby. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Plus, now I can't just show up to places because I need security. And I don't know if she felt the way about that. And she felt like I just couldn't do nothing for her. So I don't know if she got mad and went online and started saying stuff. But that has driven a wedge, like, between me and my family.
To be honest, the way I look at it as, it's a lot of stuff like where she's saying her family asked could they do this before or with them or whatever and stuff like that. Yeah, she basically just telling them no. Like I'll see when I can type shit. But like they just asking her to do some stuff and she said no every time.
Anything like that. Also, as far as like it being said that I'm being isolated also from like just my old squad, like everybody has moved on with their lives. I still
People
talk to
will
them
end up
to this
outgrowing
day.
shit
Nobody
and people.
tells me to not speak to them. Everybody just doing their own thing now.
But you can
like,
still hit them up.
Jazz and Tay, like I don't talk to them like that no more. But that don't mean that I've been isolated from them. It's just that they moved on with their lives. Everybody moved on with their life. I just don't want y'all to keep thinking that I changed because I got around new people. It's just life changes over time. And honestly, I can really see that, like, having more money and having more...
But Trey and Jazz and all them, like
really
Jazz, Tay, Trey, Armand, all of them still kicking. So something going on.
Even just people that came out.
It's like a bunch of excuses pretty much to me. Like,
that's what I just said. What she just
Trey
said.
and all of them still hang around each other.
People like will ask for stuff and like they ain't even really spoke to you, and then they'll say you act in Hollywood and that you change and. Yo, honestly, I was completely.
I just said the same thing she just said.
I was completely happy until all this family stuff started happening because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it has messed with our relationship. It has. I'm not saying that me and Claire are like all bad, and I'm not trying to say that we're not gonna be together or anything like that. But it has really messed with our relationship. It's became like stressful now. It's been really stressful. Because if none of this was brought to social media by anybody close to me, it wouldn't be as big as it is right now. But it's like, I can't keep letting it stress me out. I just want to say that no matter what, beyond all of this, I love my family. You know what I'm saying? I love my mom. I love my sister. I love my brother. But all this running to social media, and I know y'all probably like, well, you doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it now because I have to say something. But all of this going to social media to bash each other and things like that.
If anything, this is what everybody wanted. They was waiting for y'all to respond to this whole situation. Y'all just wasn't saying shit. Y'all was just saying shit on Twitter and that's about it.
I really hope it stops because it don't do nothing but give everybody a show. And now I know people watching my stuff like it's one big show, but it's like I had to kind of tell my side because I just feel like people just don't understand, and they're making me out to look like a terrible person. They're making it look like Claire beating on me and abusing me, and like that's not even what's going on. I heard someone say that this little mark I had was going away down. You can't really see it. This little mark that I had is from Claire abusing me. Are y'all freaking serious? Like that was a blown vein from the IV from the hospital. And it's just like y'all want to find something so bad between me and Claire. I really don't know what everybody's goal is. I don't know if it's y'all goal to run me off of YouTube. I don't know if it's y'all goal to.
I'm saying it's always gonna be those people that always got some shit to say.
That ain't the case. If they wanted to run somebody off YouTube, she would have been like with Chrissy Danielle or Chris when they broke up. But her channel never did none of that. So.
I have 2 kids now, 2 beautiful boys that I gotta take care of. CJ is about to be starting school soon. I got a newborn baby. It's like I'm a grown woman now, and I'm trying to build with the new family that I have. Because my new family now is I'm not saying that my sister and brother is not my family, but the family within my household now is me, Claire, CJ, and Legend. So I want to build with them and like move forward. I want to move forward and be happy. Like, I don't want all this tension and all these lies. And I mean, I'm pretty sure people still gonna say what they're gonna say regardless, even after this video. But in a perfect world, I wish all of this would just end. I just want to tell y'all that besides all these issues, I'm happy. Like, I'm completely happy. I'm genuinely happy. Besides these issues, I just need more respect given. And I need people to be considerate. You know what I'm saying? Considerate of the platform I have and the fact that if you do bring it here, it never leaves. And the fact that if you do bring something to social media, it's only going to get bigger. And it's only going to get messier. Also, I'm gonna just keep
It
praying.
wouldn't have got this big if you had just made this a while ago. Simple. That's all people want. But you done waited so long.
People just kept assuming shit and just building
like
that. And
pride is in the way of a lot of
that's why it's so bad the way it is right now.
Nobody can see that they're actually wrong. I even look at myself and be like, I try to examine myself and be like, okay, am I wrong here? Am I wrong?
Our full honest opinion after this video.
It's always good to examine yourself and like just be true to yourself. And for me to be true to myself, like, I realized that I have a hard time standing up for myself. And that if I had more control over everything, this whole situation, then none of this would have happened. So really, it's really my fault, to be honest. If I would have been nipped everything in the bud in the beginning, none of this would even happen. But since I walk around everybody else's feelings and don't think about myself and don't think about the bigger picture and what could happen in the future and how crazy it could actually get,
she definitely
it's like things get worse and build up more. I really don't even know if I'm gonna put this video out, to be honest. But anyway, I don't know when I'm gonna make another video on here. I just really need to recuperate and go to the studio and work more for my album and just continue to focus on all the good things. But I had to come here and tell my truth. And once again, this video is not meant for you to go bash anyone. I still love everyone. It's all love. I still love my family. It's no hard feelings. It's just that all this needs to stop.
Damn, and she just stopped it right there. But go ahead. What's your opinion?
I just feel like the whole situation. Now I'm just leave it at this. Like, I don't know. Her family did kind of sell their side, but I think if they make a full video, then get everything out, then I'll make everything makes more sense and stuff. But she told her side, and there's two sides to a story. But it could be a lot of he said, she said thing. Like, we don't know who's fully telling the truth about everything. Only they know deep down. They only gonna tell what you want them to know. That's the thing. Yeah, she was right. Like, people still gonna probably say what they want to say after that video, and it's true because at the end of the day, it's still only gonna be what that person wanted to tell us on camera. We don't know what's the real reason. Just because they said this the reason don't mean that's the full complete reason. Like, it could still be parts that was left out and stuff like that. But it is what it is, though. I feel like I'm gonna just go ahead and say it was people's fault. It was faults on both sides, pretty much. Like, it wasn't just her family, like,
it was a lot
or just
of
her and Clarence's side. It was her family side as well. Like, they gotta understand. Yeah, she got money and stuff, but a lot of this stuff is really gonna add up at the end of the day. Like, you told me to go first, so I'm just giving my full opinion. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, but money can only go so long. Like, you still have to make money to spend money. You can't just spend it all at once. Like she said, some of this stuff was last minute. How true is that? I don't know. But there's some meetings, like, people in sports where we always hear is like last minute meetings, or like, say you in basketball, you get traded and it's something you wasn't expecting or didn't know of. It's last minute type shit. So yeah, pretty much I'm just say it's faults on both sides. What about you?
Took the words right out my damn mouth. Because he talks forever.
I'm still disappointed though. She ain't really tell the part of why he walked up on her mom like that. Like, if it was a big situation, you should just call security or somebody, or
that's confusing.
had a hospital get somebody to escort her out, like, type shit. As long as she wasn't looking to make any threatening moves, like, oh, she finna hit one of y'all or something, then it shouldn't have been no reason for that whole interaction to happen. So, yeah. But
that's about the end of this video. I mean, you got anything else to say?
No, that's about how I feel about the situation.
This video already damn near an hour long, but y'all, we will see y'all in the next reaction video.
So stay tuned.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you loved our reaction to this. Want to see more of our videos, definitely subscribe and check out our older videos and stuff. They're
pretty soon though. You know, I'm finna be getting my new phone, so we definitely finna start back up on these pranks and, you know, other stuff that I like to do. I like to do like comedy skits and shit, you know. Like reaction videos was more of like his thing, but we finna, you know, our channel's gonna be a variety of stuff. So hope y'all like, comment, and subscribe. You know, stay tuned.
And more vlogs coming soon, because we know we still fell off on vlogging, but we have a really going places like that. Yeah, we went out last
pretty
night
soon
and
we will,
stuff,
though.
but yeah, but more vlogs will be coming soon, more lit and interesting, so definitely stay tuned for that. So see you guys later on. Original video down, and the original video link down in the description box. Everything you need to know, social media, all that. Just check it out.